This Christmas, RCMP Plus presents the Christmas week matchups, fighting for survival. The night begins with desperation. Padfoot's Toes, the East, step into the spotlight against the West. Powerbombers, the Toes fight to prove they belong, while the Bombers look to drop another explosive win. The hungry underdogs next, two teams clawing for playoff. Life Pink Wieners versus Dunkin' Donuts. The Penguins slide in with grit. The Donuts rise with Dunkin' Flair. Both know Christmas could decide their fate. Middle of the pack, story climbs higher. Jokithago vs. Alphas, neither at the top, neither at the bottom, but both desperate to break free from mediocrity. Christmas is their chance to make a statement. The Guardians family feud. Holiday table splits in two balls, one hoop. Versus baller's father versus father-in-law. Pride, bragging rights, and control of Christmas dinner are all on the line. Revenge and redemption. Tree lights flicker brighter. It's the finals rematch. King Cobras versus Sid Tigers. The Tigers seek vengeance. The King Cobras aim to prove last season was no fluke. This is Venom versus Clause A. Clash written in RCMP Plus. History clash of titans at the very top. The crown jewel of Christmas Day. The Guardians versus Notre Dame Triumph. Two conference leaders. Two unstoppable forces. Only one can rule Christmas from the bottom to the top. Every team has a story. Rivalries renewed. Families divided. Legends written this Christmas. The RCMP Plus games deliver the gift of basketball glory.
Get ready for Fantasy Hoops. Step into the arena, RCMP Plus. It's not luck, it's logic. Bang, that's a powerbomb move right there. Light it up, baby, woo, that's fantasy fireworks. Buckets, baby. Ain't no rivalry like an RCMP rivalry. From the stats to smack talk, where trash talk meets true talk. It's not just fantasy, it's legacy.
Welcome back to RCMP Plus Fantasy Hoops, your home for league chaos, bad lineup decisions, worst trade ideas, and a whole lot of receipts. I'm your host, Tommy Douglas, and as always, I'm joined by my guy, PG13. PG, how we feeling after one of the weirdest weeks we've had all season?
Tommy, weird is the perfect word. In-season tournament schedule messing with everybody. Short weeks, random off days, and somehow it still ended with chaos at the top, chaos at the bottom, and ballers making history for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Ballers fans, history was made again. But before we get there, this is week 8, and this week mattered. Playoff lines are starting to show, divisions are tightening up, and for the first time this season,
the Guardians finally beat the Powerbombers in the regular season.
And it did not come easy. We'll get into all of that. Let's not waste time. Let's jump straight into it. Let's start with Z Tigers versus Padfoot Toes. And honestly, this one got ugly fast.
Yeah, Padfoot Toes just couldn't keep up. Injuries everywhere, low games played, and meanwhile Z Tigers just did what good teams do, handled business.
Anthony Edwards, Harden, Josh Hart's steady production across the board. No panic, no drama.
And for Padfoot, it's one of those weeks where the score looks worse than the effort. But the reality is they're 1-7 for a reason.
Z Tigers move to 6-2, firmly in the playoff picture.
Next up, Alphas versus Dunkin' Donuts. Low scoring week across the board thanks to the schedule.
But a win's a win, especially in the West. Trey Murphy absolutely carried here.
148 points, top performance of the week. When Booker, Porzingis, Kyrie are all dealing with injuries, you need someone to step up.
And Dunkin' Donuts just couldn't find enough offense. Too many IR spots, not enough ceiling. Notre Dame time stays rolling. 7-1 now. Best record in the league.
And Derek Queen showing out 138 points. That pickup is looking real nice.
Meanwhile, King Cobras, injuries continue to bite. Trey, Poole, Banchero missing time. That's tough to survive.
They're now right on the playoff bubble. This was a game they needed.
And here we are again. Ballers.
Tommy, they actually had a decent week.
They did. Embiid looked like Embiid. Jokic, still Jokic. But it doesn't matter when you're facing a healthier team.
And with that loss, Ballers now hold the longest losing streak in RCMP Plus history, 8 straight losses.
At some point, the question becomes, who's gonna be the first team to lose to them?
This is the matchup everyone circled.
And Guardians finally did it.
Back and forth all week, lead changes, last day drama, and Guardians close it out.
Tyrese Maxey steady, Cade doing his thing, and they survive SGA down the stretch.
This wasn't Powerbombers rolling over either they fought, but Guardians earned this one.
Last one, Pinguinis take down 2 balls, 1 hoop.
And this one hurts for 2 balls. Giannis still out, and it showed.
Meanwhile, Pinguinis getting production up and down the lineup. Sengun, KD, Towns.
They stay right in the playoff race. And suddenly that Franz Wagner trade is back in the conversation.
So that's week 8. Weird schedule, tight finishes, statement, wins.
And the standings are starting to separate. The pretenders are slipping. The contenders are showing.
When we come back, we're diving into rumors, playoff picture banter, and that Franz Wagner trade fallout. All right, segment 2. This is where things get spicy. Rumors, notes, playoff picture, check-in, and some league-wide behavior that needs to be talked about.
Yeah, because this week wasn't just about scores. There were some head-scratching moves and one trade that kind of shook the group chat.
Let's start with the big one. Franz Wagner moving from the Powerbombers to the Pinguinis for Jared McCain.
Which, let's be honest, everyone saw it and went, wait, what?
Especially considering Franz immediately pops up with a nasty knee injury. Powerbombers didn't waste time.
They sold fast. But here's the thing, the league didn't love it.
Nope. Trade gets vetoed. And now both sides are sitting there looking at each other like, so, what now?
It raises the bigger question, are we about to see more panic moves as teams fight for playoff spots?
And this week, the schedule did no one any favors.
In-season tournament, chaos. Random off days, short slates, you miss one lineup decision and it costs you.
Padfoot, 2 balls, 1 hoop. Even Powerbombers, we saw teams lose points just because of timing.
And it's only going to get trickier going forward.
We gotta talk about Ballers.
Unfortunately,
8 straight losses. Longest losing streak in RCMP Plus history.
but here's the thing, they don't look dead anymore.
Exactly. Embiid finally looked like Embiid. LeBron's healthy. Jokic still putting up monster weeks.
So now the question isn't, are Ballers terrible? It's who's going to be the first team embarrassed by them.
Let's talk about the Guardians win over Powerbombers.
That one mattered. Guardians finally get over the hump.
And not fluky either, they earned it. Maxey, Cade, depth.
Powerbombers didn't fold though. They fought until the last day.
But it does shift the narrative a little. Guardians are no longer almost there, they're there. Let's look at the playoff picture as it stands right now.
Top of the West Notre Dame time. 7-1 clear frontrunner.
East is Guardians territory right now at 6-2.
Then you've got Z Tigers, Powerbombers, Alphas all packed together.
And at the bottom of the playoff race, King Cobras and Pinguinis fighting for that last spot.
One bad week and you're out. One good week and you're back in.
And the pressure's only going up. Every win matters now.
Especially with Ballers lurking as the league's ultimate trap game.
When we come back, we're previewing Week 9 matchups, and there are some big ones coming. Let's start with Z Tigers versus Dunkin' Donuts.
Z Tigers are rolling. Ant-Man, Harden, Josh Hart, they're getting production across the board.
And Dunkin' Donuts? Sneaky dangerous.
Brunson, Mobley, Reeves. If they catch Z Tigers on an off week, this could flip.
This feels like a classic prove-it game for Dunkin'. King Cobras versus Alphas.
Both teams sitting at 500. both fighting for playoff positioning.
Cobras need consistency. Too many IR tags, too many swings.
Alphas, on the other hand, if Booker and LaMelo are right, this team can absolutely dominate.
Whoever loses this one feels the pressure immediately. Pinguinus versus Padfoot Toes.
Padfoot's season has been rough. Injuries, bench mistakes, tough luck.
Meanwhile, Pinguinis are clinging to that last playoff spot.
This is a must-win for Pinguinis. No way around it.
Now here's one. Everyone's watching Ballers versus Guardians.
This is the danger game.
Ballers finally look healthy. Jokic, Embiid, LeBron, it's there.
And Guardians just came off that emotional win over Powerbombers.
Trap game alert.
If Ballers steal this, the league chat explodes.
Dos balls, uno hoop versus Powerbombers.
Physical matchup. Points league grinders.
Giannis, Jamal Murray, depth versus SGA, and the Powerbombers machine.
This could be one of the highest scoring matchups of the week.
And finally, Notre Dame time versus Jokie Ethagoat.
Notre Dame time is rolling, but Jokie Ethagoat has the talent to blow things up.
AD, Siakam, Bane, if they lock in lineups, this isn't easy.
But if Jokie Ethagoat sleepwalks again, Notre Dame time cruises.
And that's week 9. Tight standings, pressure rising, and playoff spots starting to take shape.
Ballers hunting their first win, Pinjunas and Cobras fighting to stay alive, and contenders trying not to blink.
This is RCMP plus Fantasy Hoops. Every point matters.
We'll be back next week with full breakdowns, fallout, and probably a little chaos.
For PG-13, I'm Tommy Douglas. Set your lineups. Watch the waiver wire.
And we'll catch you next week.